Today I'm going to make your rhythm 10 times better. The #1 most recent question I've been getting from viewers is how do I improve my rhythm? And I think this is a really common problem, because while it's pretty easy at home to study where your fingers go, it's not as intuitive to teach yourself how to have good rhythm. We have to understand a few things about rhythm if we're going to do this lesson. What does good rhythm actually sound like? What I want you to imagine is an underlying pulse, which in music we call the beat. This underlying pulse never changes and never wavers. It's a grid for you to attach your music to. Think of any rhythm game that you've ever played. The goal is to always hit the button on time, and if you miss your window, then you're out of luck. Well, it's just like this with music, and the problem that I think a lot of people have is that they'll pause, stop, or slow things down just to hit the right beat. But if you allow the beat to wait for you, then you're not practicing good rhythm. There is one tool that you'll hear talked about a lot when you practice rhythm, and it's called a metronome. Now, a lot of teachers just tell you to go use one, but today I'm going to actually show you. Here's my metronome. It's just a free app that I downloaded. This one is called the Soundbrenner app, but you could find all sorts of them. Even if you Google search metronome, the search bar will turn into a metronome itself. So they're very easy to have for free. And here's what they do. When I hit play, this is going to generate a pulse. Remember that underlying grid that we attach all of our music structures to. Metronomes will also give you the choice to adjust a few other things, including what we call the BPM, which is the speed of the pulse. This is what we call tempo in music. Over here, you'll notice something called the time signature. If you're able to adjust this, this is just how you group your beats. Basically how you're going to be counting your music. Are you going to be counting your music in 4s, 3s, or any other number? And finally, a good metronome will allow you to access accents. That's what happens when I tap this button. It makes this beat louder than all the other beats. That way I know when the cycle refreshes. I have my metronome set to 70 beats per minute. That's what BPM stands for, and that sets your overall speed of your grid. So let's go ahead and press play and see what that sounds like. So great, you have a metronome and you're trying to get good rhythm. How do you use it and how do you practice that sense of an internal pulse? Well, the hardest thing is going to be connecting your ear with your hand, because you're going to have to listen to the metronome while you strum the guitar. So we're going to start off really simply so that you can get a feeling for what that sounds like. As my pulse starts to play, I start to strum along. Notice if I go a little bit too fast, you can hear the pulse dragging a little bit behind. Or if I fall too far behind, it'll sound like the click is rushing, which sounds like this. When you're right on the click, it should sound something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. But with guitar rhythms, you're very rarely just going to be playing on the beat. A lot of the time, you're going to be playing off the beat too. The name of the game in rhythm is being equal. So right now, we're going to practice what it's like to strum on and off the beat, which functionally doubles our speed if you think about it. We're going to be playing once on the click and then once in the middle of the clicks. And to accomplish this on the guitar, anytime we play off the beat, I like to strum up because it's a natural movement for your hand. So instead of just downs, we're going to divide the beat into 2 parts and we're going to strum down, up, down, up, down, up. Very important here that you make sure that your down and your up are equal lengths of time. Here's an example if it wasn't an equal length of time. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Notice that little stutter in my beat. My first down is a little bit longer than my up, but when I even them out, I feel like a machine, like I'm equally dividing time in half. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And if you lose yourself in the metronome, remember the downs are your anchor. You need to listen for the down click and make sure that you do the down, and the up will just fall in the middle. So together, it should sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do a lot with just downs and down ups on the guitar. These aren't the only rhythms that you'll find, but for today we're going to finish off with a couple examples. Most songs in music are grouped in 4s, which means that you have 4 beats where you could do either a down or a down up. And guitar rhythms are often a combination of both. So you could even make up your own rhythm right now by trying to apply a down or a down up to each beat, but I'm going to give you one of my own. There's a typical strum in rock and pop music that goes down, 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 up. So let's try to apply that to each beat of our metronome. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. When you think you're nailing the rhythm, you can do a few things with it. You can try to speed it up to a point where maybe you'll be a little bit less comfortable. Here's 100 BPM. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up. And of course, whenever you'd like, it's time to add a chord or even a chord progression that changes every 4 beats. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Experiment with different types of downs and down ups. If you made it to the end of the video, I'm going to give you the most important advice of all. If you sit there and practice with a metronome for 30 minutes and start to get it, that's great. But remember that the goal is to be able to play that consistently without the sound of a metronome. You need to be able to hear or feel that metronome inside of you whenever you play music. And as you develop rhythm, it'll start to become more and more subconscious. But at the end of your practice, I want you to turn the metronome off and try to do a couple of rounds of rhythm without anything on at all, trying to develop the muscle memory of what it was like to play to a perfect beat. And if you can still maintain to your ears what a consistent sound sounds like, your rhythm will be in a much better place. If you guys like this video, make sure to save, share, and leave a comment below, and follow this account for more guitar tips. Let me know in the comments if you'd like me to do a part 2 to this video that focuses on more advanced rhythms, and I'll see you guys next time.